The next tip is to have a diary. Now, I'm sure you have a diary, but what I'm going to tell you to do is a little bit different, and I'm going to be honest with you. Most people do it for a few days and then they give it up. But the thing is, if you can do this, I guarantee that you'll be more productive and your business will benefit more if you do this every single day. It just takes discipline and getting it into a routine, which normally is 21 days of doing it every single day for that 21 days, and then it becomes part of your routine. Now, what I suggest you to do, before you go to bed every single night, get out a piece of paper. On that piece of paper, write down everything that you want to accomplish the following day. Then go through that piece of paper and number it into priority. So your income producing activities first, and then activities that you're going to get done later in that day. Order it into priority, one being the most important, and then keep going through all the way down. Then get your diary out and transfer that information into your diary. Now, that sounds simple, doesn't it? So, do it. For the next 21 days, do that, and you'll be much more productive in getting through the activities you have set, rather than waking up in the morning and going, what am I going to do today? I might do this and this and this. Your mind, when you have slept, has had time to put things in order and work while you were sleeping, so that when you wake up, you could go bam, straight into work and get your activities done. The other thing I do suggest that you do is in the evening, also in your diary, write down the mood that you need to be in the following day. So some days, if you're going to be talking to a lot of potential business partners, you need to be having really good listening ears. So it might be, I need to be really attentive today. Or on another day, you might be doing a lot of training with your team. So on those days, you need to be heaps of giving and being able to educate people. Choose the majority of things that you're doing that day and set a mood that you want to create for that day. Then when you go to sleep, your mind's going to be working on what you want to accomplish in that day, and you'll be able to get into that role straight away. The next tip is to keep a performance journal. Now, what's the difference between a performance journal and a diary, you may be asking? What a performance journal is every single day when you've done your diary, also write out what you have done that day. How many people you've spoken to on the phone, how many people you sent to presentation calls, how many people you followed up with, how many people joined your team, what marketing you did. Every single thing that you did in that day, write it down in that list. Now, the reason the performance journal is really important is in your business, you're going to have times where your business excels. And there'll be times when your business will drop off a little. And what your performance journal does is, if you get it out, you're going to find that the times when your business is at its peak and really performing to the standard you really want, you're being really productive, you're getting through more of your work, you're doing more income producing activities, and you're getting the results. On the times that you've dropped out, and you look back in your performance journal, you will find that there's things that you weren't doing that you were doing when you were having really good results. So then it tells you, obviously, look, if I want those results, all I have to do is this again, and then I'll get my business back to that position. So the performance journal is really important over a long time, so that you can keep your business at a level and also move it up to the next level. And the last thing I want to talk about is leverage. Now, if you want to be able to spend a bit more time on doing your business, and you don't want it to cut into your family time or your personal time, then this is what I suggest you to do. First thing is, what in your life do you love doing? Ask yourself that, and then keep a diary for a week of everything you've done in your days. Then go back to that diary and go, do I love doing this? So for example, I don't love cleaning, but I was spending hours a week doing cleaning. what I realized is if I leveraged myself and I got a cleaner to come in who I only pay, let's say $40 an hour, I can earn so much more than $40 an hour in my business and being on business time. So I leveraged the cleaning of my house out to my cleaner who will come in and do that every single week. So that time I can either designate to either being more family time. I can designate if I don't have enough hours in my day in business, then that time that I spend on cleaning every single week, I can designate to being on business and doing business activities. Do that to every single thing that you've done in a week, and you will find hours and hours that you can either have personal time or business time, and you decide which one is going to suit you best. So leverage yourself out. Now, I know you may be saying, but I can't afford to get a cleaner in, or I can't afford someone to come in and mow my lawns and do my gardening. The thing is if you don't get people in to do those and you allow yourself, you're saying that that's what you want to do in your time. You want to clean your house. You want to spend that time cleaning your house rather than paying someone $40 to do it. Then that's how you're going to be. You're going to be stretched for time. You're not going to be enjoying yourself, and it's really not worth it. So put your money together. Try it. Do a trial for a month of getting someone in. You will see that the time that you spent on these activities that you didn't even like doing, you can put into things that you do like doing, which is your business and personal time, and you will be a lot more rewarded. Now, the evil emails. This is part of leverage as well. How many times do you check your emails in a day? Do you know that emailing and checking emails or Skype and messaging people, all these activities eat into your time, and you're not being organized if you don't have a schedule on when you do things. Every business is different. So what I ask you to do is look at your business. When do you need to check emails? How often in a day do you need to check emails? Now, I would find it hard to believe that any business needs to have emails checked more than 3 times a day. Most businesses might only need it checked once a day. You decide what is important for your business and what is needed for your business. Set the number of times you're going to check emails. When you're working out what you're going to do every single day, at the end of the day and the following day in your diary, set in times that you're going to designate to doing emails, checking them and responding to them there and then. Don't put them off for a later time. Respond to them and do what is needed in those emails there and then. Work that time. If you don't get through all of them, then that means that you're going to check them the next designated time. And you just keep doing that, and that is how, just a few tips that are going to help you keep in control of your home-based business and not let your home-based business take over your life. And you'll find that if you don't do these tips, your business will take over your life. And you'll find that you're working more in a home-based business than maybe you were working in a traditional job. So use these tips, be in control, enjoy the benefits of having a home-based business, and I'm looking forward to hearing about how you apply these things into your home-based business to achieve the results you're truly after. So that's all I want to share with you today. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. It's Christy Snape here, coming at you from Sydney, Australia, and I'll see you next time. Bye!